Welcome to Talk a Lot with TokeAlot, hosted by Terry TokeAlot, proudly recorded in Rochester, New York, dedicated to bringing you the issues that matter in our community. This podcast is meant for listeners over the age of 21 and encourages you to consume responsibly and within your state's laws and regulations. Thank you. Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Talk a Lot with TokeAlot. I am your hostess with the mostest that always gets the stonedest, Terry TokeAlot, and today we're doing a little bit of a SESHISODE, and I'm super fucking late. Okay, like don't be mad at me. Like seriously, don't be mad at me. Like it was not my fault. First of all, life has been fucking insane. Like just actually, like just genuinely fucking insane. Like I cannot even begin to explain to you guys the amount of fuckery that I've had to deal with. And the funny thing is that I can't even really like delve into it. Like I can't I'm not gonna get too into it. Mainly because of the fact that like I'm not here to spread like yeah vibes. I'm just not. And I'm not gonna use my podcast to vent. That's why I have therapy. But I will let you guys know that like any other person on this planet, I happen to deal with a lot of really stupid people. Like a lot of really stupid people. And that's in all aspects of my life. Like a lot of you out there listening right now, I know you guys also have a lot of really stupid people you probably deal with on a daily basis and in different parts of your life. And you have different relationships with these people, and all of them are different and unique and wonderful. But they're also fucking irritating as shit sometimes. Oh my god. So, it's been a week for me. A week for me, I guess I should say, because really to be fair though, I have been like recording stuff in the background. I've recorded all of like the bonus episodes and stuff. I still have one left to do. And I've also been working with the boss lady on the Token True Crime season 2 episode 1. And yes, we're still going with season 2. Our first season we did like 3 episodes, and then the both of us just got so busy with life and everything that it was just so hard to like keep it going. And to be fair, before I got into like the cannabis community and before I was doing Talk a Lot with TokeAlot or anything related to cannabis in this aspect, I it's funny actually because like I remember it very like literally like when I was young. Like I remember being like I wanted to be like Daphne Blake on and this is going to like tell you like what kind of child I was. Um I very much wanted to be Daphne Blake in specifically Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. And I wanted to be the version of Daphne Blake where she had her own talk show. And like now in this weird like kind of roundabout way, like I do have my own talk show. Granted, it's not like syndicated on a TV or anything like that, but like it's I sit and I talk on it, and sometimes it's a show. I mean, if you watch it on YouTube, it's a show. Right. Is that just me being Delulu, guys? Um Maybe. Do I care? Not really. So, anyways, let's spark one and get into today's episode and get back on track with what I was actually trying to say. But with that being said, I've always wanted to have some kind of platform where I spoke to people. And when before cannabis became legal and all of that, um, I wanted it to be a true crime podcast. But then I realized how many true crime podcasts there were, and I was like, well, there's nothing more for me to add to this conversation because like I didn't have my niche, I didn't have my thing. And like okay, I had my thing, but my thing wasn't as societally accepted in my general area as it is right now. So, I just kind of like tucked that idea away, like in the back of my brain. I'm like, maybe one day, like, maybe if I get like old and bored and retired or something, But now, like, I'm doing this in a way that brings authenticity to this platform. Like I'm not coming on here with like a bunch of fillers, editors, like it's just me. It's just me all day every day. I'm not like pushing something fake. I'm not pushing anything really other than just talking about life and being a little bit more accepting of one another. And, that goes for people within the cannabis community and people outside of it. So, but with that being said, like I am in a weird way, like kind of living out my dream. And, to bring it back, doing the true crime podcast specifically, like when I was doing it on my own, it was fine. It was cool, whatever. Like, but it was just me. And it was really boring. And then when we did season 1 of Token True Crime, Emma and I, Boss Lady and I, um, it kind of just changed my perspective on it, and it gave me like, a bit more like of a want to be like, okay, like let's break down this case. Like, what do we see? Did anybody else notice this? Because Emma and I are both people who've watched true crime for more of our life than we would probably like to admit. Might make us look a little suspicious, but that's beside the point. Um, doing season 1 by myself was very meh. Doing the season 1 of, Token True Crime, like I was so happy. And then we stopped doing it, and then like everything happened, and now like we're back here again, and I'm so excited to be doing it again. I'm so excited. So I've been dropping hints left and right on the podcast Instagram page, so I hope those of you who actually do like true crime I have been paying attention. If you wanted to know what episode 1 was going to be about, I already said that I was going to be something that we've talked about before, but we're doing it with a twist. So, boys and goyles, we are going to be covering none other than the Genesee River Killer, Arthur Shawcross, again. Now, before you say, oh, why are we covering this case again? First of all, Emma and I didn't do it together. Secondly, I'm pretty sure that video somehow got taken down from YouTube or something like that, and I'm not sure if it's still available on any of the streaming platforms. I don't think it is, since my like RSS feed, once I switched over to that, kind of like took over everything. So, if it's not available on there, I want to make sure it is. And I want to revisit this case because now not only have Boss Lady and I taken an adventure to visit most of the graves for the women killed by Shawcross, but we also found out a very interesting fact about Shawcross's reign of terror throughout the years. And if you are somebody who likes true crime and you want to hear about Rochesterian true crime, specifically a guy who killed a bunch of hookers in the 80s, yeah, make sure you listen, because that's going to be a doozy of an episode. I actually have a personal connection to it. There's a video of it somewhere on my Instagram on the TokeAlot page, because I have kept that one up because it's one of my weird favorite like ties to a true crime case, and I don't have many of those, surprisingly enough. We also are probably going to get a direct statement from my father. Now, for those of you who do not know, my father is a very colorful man. He's a wonderful man, but he's a very colorful man nonetheless. And I mean that in the best way possible. And what I mean by that is he's lived a colorful life. He's had a very interesting life. And he actually has very interesting insights about Mr. Shawcross that I'm going to share with you guys and the boss lady as well, because I don't know that she's going to be in the room when him and I have this discussion. So I'm very excited to actually sit down with the guy who gave me the nickname that you guys all call me, because everybody's all Terry TokeAlot. Ironically enough, my father is the one who gave me that nickname. So like, you guys can thank him in the comments for that, I guess. I thank him all the time for it because, hey, I guess, like, if anything, I benefit from it, right? But yeah, so Token True Crime, Season 2, Case 1. We're going back. Rochester, 80s, 90s, Arthur Shawcross. It's going to be a doozy. I'm really excited. We've uncovered a lot of different information that I didn't have available to me the first time around. I used my own original like investigative notebook as like a reference. I also went back to like old things I had bookmarked in like my tablet and such, like, and I know Emma has been doing a bunch of research on her own as well. Like I said, we went and visited a lot of the graves of these people. So there's going to be a whole accompanying episode as well, like a whole like little video and everything. So I really hope you guys are as excited for that whole thing as I am, because I can't fucking wait. I cannot fucking wait. And with that being said, there's going to be so many other cases being covered on Token True Crime. And this season, I swear to God, this season we're finally going to get to the Benoit family tragedy. I promise we are going to get to it. And I want to include more wrestling videos and like all of that too, because in case you guys didn't know this about your host, I actually really fucking like wrestling, and I always have. So with that being said, I really, 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 really want to cover the Benoit tragedy with not only myself, but the boss lady and the boss man in the flesh, because the boss man is also a big wrestling nerd like me. And I'm so excited to talk about probably one of my favorite true crime / wrestling conspiracies like ever, because if you know me, you know I'm a conspiracy theorist, and you should know that, like, when it comes to men, I don't trust them as far as I could throw them. So, like, Vince McMahon, I don't trust that man. He did something. I don't know. I'm not saying that what happened was okay, and I'm, like, trying to, like, defend that, but no, Terry, wrong episode. Wrong episode. Bad Terry. You guys can't see it, but I just slapped my own hand. Bad Terry. This wrong episode. We're not going to get into that today. We're going to save that. So, if you guys want to hear that episode and get some more like WWE content, specifically like vintage WWE, like Attitude Era specifically, like that's my favorite era. So like if you guys want to go into that, like I can arrange something with the boss man and we can have some talks. But Token True Crime is definitely going to be big on the forefront, especially with Halloween coming up right around the corner. I know for a fact this is one episode I will give you guys that we are doing, and we know for a fact we're doing, is Ed Gein. Ugh. Oh my God. So I actually have a funny story about Ed Gein. So at the time, working at Mad Hatters with myself and 2 other people who used to work at Mad Hatters with me. 2 men. And at that time, we're all working on shift together, and one of them brings up Ed Gein. And, you know, I've always had like just a weird plethora of knowledge about any serial killer, really, to be honest. But Ed Gein was one that always fascinated me, just because he was like really the first one, at least like first recorded serial killer, I guess we should say, like in the States. So we're sitting there and we're talking about it, right? And like, no preamble, I just literally am like, I'm like, yeah, he used to make nipple belts. And they both stopped, like, dead in their tracks. I'm like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? I was like, yeah, he made nipple belts. He also made, like, skull bowls and shit like that. Like, the dude was sick. They thought I was lying. They thought I was fucking lying about this. What motivation do I have to lie about this? So, I do what any sensible true crime junkie does. I tell them you can find pictures of the evidence, Like, if you don't believe me, go look it up for yourself. If you're squeamish, I do not recommend looking it up. Because you can tell it's human parts, and you can tell it's been makeshifted into something else. So if you're squeamish, I would not suggest looking into it. However, if morbid curiosity tends to be your thing, then I'm not telling you not to. But they thought I was lying. So they look it up, and sure enough, like they scroll for a couple minutes, and then sure enough, they find the pictures that I said that they would find. And now, for the past almost 4 years, nipple belts has been a really dark, ongoing, morbid joke for us. So, yeah. That's one piece of evidence I'll give you about Ed Gein right off the bat, is that he was gross, and he made nipple belts and skull bowls and other things that we'll get into on that episode. But yeah, my joint went out. So, token true crime, that's going to happen within the next 2 weeks. I don't have an exact date yet because we haven't actually set a date to record, and Emma and I still need to get together all of our information and go through and make sure that, like, the video that I want to upload along with it is good and proper and all that jazz. Try to think of what other announcements I have. I didn't have a lot this week because, to be honest, like I said, everything has been so hectic that, like, I haven't even really had, like, a chance to, like, sit down and be like, okay, this is my week, or this is my month, and this is what it's gonna look like. But we're just gonna go with the flow, man. So I guess going over a more broad discussion, what's up next for Talk A Lot with TokeAlot? Well, we're going to be doing a lot more SESHISODEs, and we're going to be doing SESHISODEs with members of the community. I do have our beautiful, lovely, amazing, talented friend Sonia Rosario, coming back onto the podcast soon enough. She's actually the general manager of Flintstone down on State Street. So big congratulations to her, because that's fucking amazing, and we love to hear it, and we love seeing women in male-dominated fields fucking crushing that shit. So we're going to have Sunny back on the pod. We're going to do a little interview. We're going to talk about the ins and outs of the cannabis industry. We're also going to try to get some legacy growers on here. I know everybody in the community loves Dr. Dankenstein. I also love Dr. Dankenstein and his wife Tiny. They're phenomenal. They're great people. I would love to get them on the pod sometime soon, and him and I have discussed it. We did discuss it last week at the legacy meetup for NECAN that got canceled. But NECAN got canceled, but, like, the rest of the industry shit did not. But that's beside the point. Try to think, what else do I have for you guys that's new and noteworthy? I can't really think of much. I honestly just did this episode because I felt like a dick because I haven't done an episode, except for bonus episodes and reviews and stuff. But that's okay, because if there's one thing that I know about you guys, is that you guys have always stuck with me, even through the fucking, like, times where I have to be fucking radio silent. So I appreciate and love and respect. I don't know. Well, I do respect you guys. I do respect you, I swear. I appreciate you. I love you. I can't even begin to thank you guys for allowing me to live out a small portion of what young Terry wanted her life to be. Basically, stoner Daphne Blake. I just don't have a dog. I have a cat. Isn't that right, Lilo? Why don't you talk? You do. You just say, ma, ma. All right. Why? This joint keeps going out, guys, and it's really upsetting me. It's a very unfortunate situation. What else can we talk about before I go? Oh my God. How could I motherfucking forget? How could I forget? Oh my God, I feel like such a terrible fan. Am I the drama? Oh! Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't even tell you guys how many times I fucking listened to it. I'm literally getting goosebumps right now just mentioning the album. Oh my fucking God. She did her big one. She did her big one. She fucking, oh my God. Ah! Oh! Name 5 BX songs. Compassion! What? Okay. In Bia's defense, not that I'm defending Bia, because fuck that bitch, but I know like maybe 3 songs from her. So like, I wouldn't have met the requirements anyway, but like, I'm just saying, like, I also haven't heard her put out anything new in like forever, so her career's over. Or maybe not. Maybe she'll get like a huge fucking windfall from this because, you know, when people mention you in a beef, your fucking views go up, your streams go up. That's just it's how it is. So, absolutely 110%, no notes, fucking phenomenal. I love that goddamn album with my entire heart and soul. I cannot wait to be at the Little Miss Drama Tour. I will sell a fucking kidney. I will do a lot of questionable things. I have waited 7 years. 7 motherfucking years for this. Okay? 7 years. I won tickets to go see Cardi B when she was in Syracuse the last time. And I don't think I've ever told that story on this podcast, but quick detour. So at the time, this is before the podcast, like much before. I think Marilyn was maybe 3. Yeah, it was the year before COVID. Marilyn was like 3. So, okay. I was working at Dunkin' Donuts at the time, okay? And at the time, I was one of their bakers, and I was there really, really early in the morning one day, and the manager comes fucking barreling in, and she's like, Terry, you need to listen to the radio. I'm like, I literally looked at this woman so perplexed. I'm like, nobody listens to the fucking radio anymore? Like, what's wrong with you? She's like, no, you don't understand. You need to listen to 98PXY. And I'm like, I'm not following. Like, explain. She then goes on to explain that they're giving away Cardi B tickets on 98PXY. Because I have trust issues, I, of course, did not believe her. I was like, you're lying. I don't believe you. I'm going to call the radio station and find out for myself. So, what does Terry do? I call the radio station. I wait for a few minutes on hold, and they finally answer. And I'm like, hey, I heard you guys are giving away Cardi B tickets. Is that true? And they were like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, what do I got to do to win? And they said, you have to listen to the radio and call back on the hour, and you have to do the prompt. I was like, well, what's the prompt? And this is the moment that they fucked up. They said, all you have to do is have the best. I was like, oh, okay, then you might as well just give me my tickets now. Like, you should just give me my tickets now, because I'm going to win. And the guy on the other line was like, wow, you're really confident about this. I was like, no, I'm going to win. Like, I know I'm going to win. I literally say this shit all day, every day. Like, at work, I say this shit. And so the guy, like, kind of laughs it off and was like, whatever. I was like, okay, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hang up. The next day rolls around. Now, I'm at work again at this point. Okay. And I'd already told everybody at work, like, no, I have to go make this phone call. I have to win. I need to go see my bitch. So the time rolls around. We're all listening to PXY and fucking, you hear like the thing come on the radio and I hear like the first two people call in. So literally I'm fucking like, bam, 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 like fucking, I'm going ham. I'm fucking trying so hard. I finally get in and I lock myself in the bathroom in Dunkin' Donuts. And they answer the phone and literally the guy recognizes me. He's like, wait a minute, didn't you call yesterday? I was like, yes, I did. He's like, you said you were going to win. I was like, yes, I am. He's like, so do you want to do it? I was like, yes, I do. And when I say, you guys, okay, if you don't know me that well, there are not very many celebrities that I stan. Like, but Cardi, Belcalis, I would go to war for you, bitch. I love you, bitch. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Like, you are you said on the album, if you've been here, then what's poppin', then we basically locked in. Bitch, I've been here. I love you. I love you. I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch. Anyway, I get on the phone and I tell them, like, I'm gonna win. So they're like, okay, like, just go ahead. So I feel like I could still do it if I okay. So this is what I do. I fucking I'm in deep inhale. I'm like, oh, I literally went until my fucking until I could not. And I won the tickets. And I got to go see Cardi B in Syracuse. And I had the most amazing time of my life. I was in the back, but that was okay because I won the tickets, so I didn't have to pay, and the tickets were sold out too. So that was even better. And I don't live in Syracuse, but we fucking went to Syracuse. I got to see my bitch, and when I say I know, Invasion of Privacy and OG Cardi shit, fucking Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1 and 2, I know them word for word. Word for motherfucking word. Bar for bar. So, I was quite literally, when I say fucking rapping, fucking, I was going in and at some point in the night, I don't know why or how, but I was drunk, I was high, I was vibing, I'm crossfaded like a motherfucker. And this gaggle, this group of white women starts surrounding me. As a fellow white woman, I cannot I can't be what you doing over here? Get away. I'm not gonna do that, obviously. But I was very confused. I'm like, I am not the show. The show is up there. The show is up there. Why are you looking at me? I'm not the show. It's like looking in a mirror looking at me. I had a whole little circle of white women just being like, yes, queen. And I'm like, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for myself because this is healing my inner bitch. This is healing me in ways that you women would not understand. This is bringing the world together for me. And you're over here like, yes, queen, slay. No. Leave me alone. Let me be an emotional gangster and fucking cry. And I did cry at that concert multiple times. Seeing Cardi B perform Get Up 10, which if you know me, you know that's my fucking my anthem, my pièce de résistance. It's so perfect. It's one of my favorite songs in the fucking world. I will listen to that shit on full blast at least once a day. Hearing her open her concert to that, literally, when I say I even thinking about it now, my hair's on my arms are still are standing up. She is phenomenal. She's an amazing performer. Am I the drama? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Cardi is the drama, and I fucking love her for it, and I'm here for it, and I'm here for everything that fucking crazy bitch does. Cause that album fucking rollout was amazing. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that shit had me fucking crying. So, that's been about my highlights of the week. I don't really have much else for you guys other than, Token True Crime coming within the next week. A bunch of guest episodes and SESHISODEs coming soon. I got to get some scheduling going. And probably some merch soon. Yeah, probably some merch soon. I'm working on some merch designs for you guys for Token True Crime and TokeAlot with TokeAlot. So, lots of new things in the work. Very excited, very excited. And I think the only other thing I have to say is that if you aren't aware of it, I do have a new solo business venture. I am working on growing my plant business, Vine and Stem. I sell a bunch of different rare and unique house plants, all grown right here in Rochester, all curated by me specifically, and all mixed. All soil is mixed by me, by hand, all organic, all natural, and I take really good care of my plant babies. So if you're a plant person and you're in the Rochester area and you want some plants from your friend Terry TokeAlot, Vine and Stem Rock on Instagram. I have so many fucking names to remember on Instagram. I can't remember them all. Don't be mad at me. Vine and Stem Rock on Instagram. That is my business page on Instagram, and then Vine and Stem on Facebook, and hopefully I'll have a website up soon for you guys, but that takes a lot, and I don't know how to ship plants. How do you ship plants? How does that work? I don't want to put a plant in a box. That scares me. I've had plants sent to me before, but that scares me. I don't like that. It makes me nervous. I'll look into it. Anyway, I think that about does it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for session with me and hanging out with me. I'm sorry I was so all over the place today, but there was no script or outline for today's episode. So I just kind of did whatever and, fucking winged it. So it is what it is. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I have been your hostess with the mostest that always gets the stonedest, Terry TokeAlot. Keep blazing, stay amazing, and I will see you guys probably sooner than you think, because we have more review episodes to do. So I love you guys. Keep blazing, stay amazing. Bye.